Okay folks, this is New Star GP on Nintendo Switch, brought to you by the people who make New Star Soccer. What you've essentially got here is a game, and this is the head-to-head mode. You've effectively got a game here which you can play not a brilliant start. You can play this game in a career mode. You can play split screen, two-player split screen where you can set your own championship mode. You can set your own championships up in a sort of edit mode as well, and it's very much designed to be a bit like virtual racing, which you just see. I'll show you a little screen of that going on there, and also there's Retro GP as well, which again similar to virtual racing. So it's in the same sort of ilk, but this is the better game of the lot because the graphics, although they've got the same sort of vectorized style, it's just a better graphical experience here. Normally you race off on a 10-player Grand Prix. You go to different locations, and it's a 3-lap race, by the way. You go to different locations and take part in different challenges before you actually have the Grand Prix itself. And then with the Grand Prix you have races where you have pit stops to deal with, you've got tyre wear, you've got fuel usage, you've got weather effects. All these things are going on, and it does make for some really good fun racing. I've played this in a championship, a little custom championship, 2-player offline mode, which was absolute scream. And despite the style of the graphics, I've got a bit of a challenge now. Despite the style of the graphics, the challenge is certainly here, and it plays like a real full-blooded racing game. Now, if I win this event here, I'll get some, effectively get some money, which will allow me to do upgrades. But at the minute, as you can see, chance of me winning. Although I'm low on fuel, I'm hoping that they set me up with enough fuel for the entire race, and let's see how we get on. But as you can see, doesn't look like I'm going to win this. So final lap, you get all sorts of data coming through at the top, telling you what you can look at, and you know what your tyre wear and stuff. And then you've got these different views as well, which I just flick between. This is my preferred one here, so you can see enough action, but I feel more engaged and having some of the far away views. But I'm going to lose this challenge, and then what I'll do in a moment is I'll take you onto the onto a Grand Prix race and show you who we're up against. And of course, the other thing as well to note is you go through the ages in the races. So you start in the 80s, 1990s, and so you work your way on, and you've got names of drivers who sound very familiar, and you'll probably be able to work out the names of the drivers you're up against, the real names. So there it is. That is my first race lost. Let's get on to a Grand Prix. So in this game, you end up with little dilemmas to make, little choices to make, a little bit like in New Star Soccer. I've boosted straight on through to the main race. So number of laps 6. The weather looks good. I'm going to go with hard tyres, and off we go. And in all your races, so that Jacques Villeneuve or Gilles Verville is the top guy in this. Niki Lauda there, look. Nigel Mawson there's got smoke coming out of his ears. He's my nemesis, and I'm Steve Dogg at the back of the race. So a little bit of a still stop there. You want to release the button just before the it hits go. There's Mawson there. Nigel Mansell, of course. And then they've got all these little icons around their faces, which is quite nice. That's Alboreto there, I think Kylie Alboreto maybe. And that gives a kind of sense of character. It's almost like you feel up against someone. I keep pressing the wrong button on it because of my configuration, my settings, but starting very poorly here, as you can see. Sits that way. So the pit strategy does come into play, and I'll be honest, when I'm on a normal level, so you can go more difficult if you want. The computer guys do occasionally make some odd pit strategy decisions, and that allows me sometimes to sort of come back into the race. But as you can see, Mawson just hit me then, and also you get a bit of slipstreaming, and you get a boost you can use each lap, and it refreshes every time the leader goes over the start finish. So you can get a little bit more than one lap if you're not in the lead. So as that leader might cross the line for the last time, if you know what I mean, you might still then be able to get a little bit of a boost. Not sure about that, but at the moment you can see the damage on the car. You can set damage settings as well. You have long or short track, so the long would be the normal Grand Prix, the short would be just a slightly reduced version, which is what I'm on here. Now at the moment I've got enough fuel, pretty good tyres. But Villeneuve is currently pitting, and he's my #1 challenger for the title. I think I've just recently overtaken in the championship, so keep pressing that blimmin' button. There we go. So now hopefully I'll go from 5th and I might move up 4th, 3rd, 2nd. So there's the leader in front. But you can see up on the top left that you've got the split times between me and the other guys, or the periods between me and the other guys. So that's something you can flip through that as well. The little map's quite good, and it works really well in 2-player mode, adopting different strategies and trying different things, trying to shove each other off the track, and it's really good fun to play in 2-player mode, and it's great fun to play in 1-player mode. So New Star have done an absolute brilliant job. This takes the virtual racings of this world onto the next level and gives a really accessible and entertaining racing game. You've got rewinds you can use as well. There he is, Villeneuve is in front of me now, and he's had a pit stop, so I'm gonna have to go in for tyres now, I'm afraid, and he's going to carry on. Look, so here we go into a pit stop. So I'm going to have to, and this is really important when you're on 1-player or 2-player mode, because you have to do these very quick stops, and it's really testing. You can also go in and repair damage and stuff as well, so that should do me there. So I'm coming out in 6th now, on lap 4 of 6, so just hope I get good tyres and can make a bit of headway now. So get engine damage and stuff like that as well, so that guy there's just taking a bit of damage, moves me up to 5th. Stick with me here, folks, but this game, as you can no doubt gather, gets top marks from me. Really good game. Cost me about 15 quid this game. That's a lot for me on the Nintendo Switch, but you know, worth every penny, particularly if you're into F1 or motor racing games in general. Villeneuve's gone in for a two-stop strategy, so that gives me a chance to catch him up. I'm not racing well, it has to be said. My tyres are now green, so all that's good. No damage on the car. So here we go then. 4th at the minute. This is lap 5 of 6, so you never know. Ronco, I don't know who Ronco is, but I'm 5 seconds off the leader. Bit of split stream in there, get me back in the race, and I can use that boost when it suits me. Third. He's still going around with his knackered engine. Got enough fuel to get through the race here. Got loads of boost to use in a sec, which I'm going to now just floor it now. 3rd, 5 seconds, 4.8 off the lead. Whoops. Whoops. It is Villeneuve, or Verville as they call him, he's in the lead. I'm 4.7 off him, so 4.3. I'm gaining, but I don't think I'll catch him. I hope if I don't keep changing my views. 3 seconds. Gaining, but I haven't got any more boost now, folks, so there you go. Tell me what else you want me to race or show you on this games console, guys. This is New Star GP and finishing in second, so not a bad result in the end for a Ropio performance by me. That's good enough, folks. I'm quite happy with that. There you go, the pit stop there on lap 4 was, lap 3 is what did it. There's the overall times, and there's the leaderboard. So I'm out in front at the moment by 11 points. Hopefully we can get on and win that. 1 GP to go. Catch you guys on the Racing Schmation flip side. I couldn't have said it better myself.